Hi everyone, I hope all is well. This week's Parsha is Parshat Balak. And in this week's Parsha, we get to actually learn a very valuable lesson from one of the main characters, Bilam. So just for very brief context, Balak wants to curse the Jews. So he hires Bilam to do so. Right? Balak wants to get rid of the Jews. He doesn't like the Jews, so he hires Bilam to curse them. Now, in the very beginning of this week's Parsha, there's, as we've spoken about many weeks in this series, a double lashon, the use of a word twice, even a phrase twice. And in this case, Balak says, Yatsa, in reference to the Jews, he says, Yatsa mimitzrayim, the Jews left Egypt, right? And in contrast, Bilam says that the Jews are vayotze mimitzrayim, that the Jews are actively leaving Egypt. So the question is, why the double language that's being used between the two of them here, and why is it a little different? Why is Balak saying Yatsa, that the Jews left, and why is Bilam saying that the Jews are vayotze, that they're leaving? What's going on here? So I read a fabulous piece from Rav Moshe Feinstein, who says the following. Balak thought the Jews were just a normal nation, right? He thought the Jews were like any other nation. If any other nation were in the position the Jews were in Egypt, that they were an oppressed people under a ruler, all you want to do is get out, forget about what happened, and start over, right? That's the impression, that's the assumption that Balak had about the Jewish people, that now they left Egypt, they left all this hardship, they're going to forget about it, right? Because they want to put it away, and they're going to start anew. Now, obviously, that's not the case. Bilam saw the reality in the Jewish people, that the Jewish people are actively leaving Egypt. Now, what does that mean? Well, we have a chiyuv, an obligation every single day to be zeicher l'tzias mitzrayim, to remember the Exodus from Egypt. Now, why is this so? Why do we have to remember every day the Exodus from Egypt? Well, it's exactly for the purpose of showing people like Bilam the real power of the Jews. Now, what are we showing people that we're being zeicher l'tzias mitzrayim, that remembering the Exodus from Egypt? What did Bilam see? He saw a people. Imagine if the Jews left Egypt and forgot about everything, right, that happened to them. We wouldn't be the Jewish people. The entire essence of the Jewish people is having that in our back pocket, that yira, that quote-unquote fear of Hashem, that we got, that Hashem took us as strangers in a strange land, right? Out of Egypt, out of all of our oppression, Hashem was able to do that for us. Now, this is such a powerful message, because the entire point of remembering this is that so we could be a mamlecha kohanim and goy kadosh, so we could be able to pass that on to everyone else and really show that we are not like any other nation that would just assimilate into everyone else because we forgot about our past. Let's start anew with what we got, right? Our new circumstances. That's what any other nation would do. But the Jews are saying, no, we're remembering our past and we're bringing it with us actively into the future, right? Still today, I think the way Bilam was not a great guy, but the way Bilam would still classify the Jewish people today was that we're vayotze mimitzrayim, is that we're actively leaving Egypt. And with that, I just want to give everyone a bracha that really in everything we should do, we should have this mindset that, yes, right, we might want to forget about things, but really the way to do it as Jewish people is to take that thing with us and bring it into the future. And with that, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.